was last November that I met with my primary care provider, and she said, you need to have a mammogram. And I had them in my 30s due to something that they found and wanted to follow. And so I was like, I had the last one a few years ago. I'm good. Turned 40, was in denial about that. And leading a really busy life. And breast cancer doesn't run in my family. There's nothing amongst aunts or grandmothers. And I just thought, there's no way that this is even a risk for me, but fine, if she's insisting, I'll go. And then they asked for a follow-up, and then they asked for another follow-up with a biopsy. And I thought that they're just erring on the side of
caution,
safety and caution. Yes. So when the radiologist came in and he introduced himself, we live in a smaller community. And he said, I've been to your performances. I don't know who he was. He knew who I was, which was very comforting to have that personal connection. And afterwards, he said, Elizabeth, I want to let you know, we'll call you in a couple of days once we get the pathology, but I want to tell you in person that you have cancer. And I just, this was an appointment I went by myself thinking that okay, fine, I'm satisfying their desire to put on the record that they've done everything just in case. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe it's really small, maybe it's really early, maybe it's something that's not aggressive. And as the information comes in, it's exactly the opposite. It was on the larger side, immediately put into a T2 category. It is aggressive, a high ONC score, all these things that I thought are not possible, scenarios. Right? I mean, it could be worse, but still a lot of unknowns. And they're like, we don't know if it's in your lymph nodes. We don't know if it's in other organs. We don't know if it's in your bones. Maybe you won't need chemo. I remember writing that down. I'm like, okay, great. And then more tests come in and they go, you definitely need chemo. We'll do that first. Hopefully we'll be able to shrink it down. Otherwise it's going to be a really major surgery. This wasn't supposed to be my life, right? This wasn't supposed to be my story. And that sounds really selfish and ignorant and naive. But
I think common. I think that we all are going about life and no one's really expecting to be given such a big drop of life-changing, sad, terrible news, or just, it doesn't have to be sad, terrible because of what you've done with it, although it is